say, hey, I go to the post office. Hi, Sandy. Hey, Becky. Oh, Becky says to open her own store. That is fun. Definitely fun. Hi, Heather. Pirate Ship, though, you can go to the post office. What's the other one? Stamps.com. There's another one, ShipStation, I think. I'm trying to think of all of the other ones. In our local town, we have a company called Ambi. They do shipping for you. So there's lots of local places that you can do shipping with versus going into the post office. I've used Pirate Ship for 5 years now, or 6. I closed my store 6 years ago, so I've been using Pirate Ship a little before there, so maybe 7 years. Becky uses Pirate. You take your packages to the post office. Awesome. Kayla uses Pirate Ship. Awesome. And Retta uses Stamps. Okay, absolutely, because I started with Stamps way back then, and I switched years ago, but they're all great. And there's perks to all of them. Don't get me wrong. There's perks to all of them. I'm going to teach you about what I know about Pirate Ship. This is exactly what I know. There's probably so much more. So when you go to the post office, have you ever stood up there and they're like, any liquid, perishable, flammable, explosive? You use FedEx. Nice. So this is funny because I have not walked up to the counter at the post office in years. I always walk in. At our post office, we have a drop box that you can go in anytime. It's absolutely wonderful. So that's what I want to share with you. For those of you that have not met me, my name is Jen Gear, and I have been in network marketing for a very long time, in my opinion. I've been in leadership since 2006, and I love to teach, and I love what I do. So Pirate Ship is mailing software to save you time and money. Usually time is very valuable, right? That extra time you have during the day. If you have any questions, though, drop them down below, but there is that disclaimer. There's so many other ways you can mail your packages, and this is my personal favorites. And there's probably more tips if you wanted to search out YouTube. Pirate Ship has lots of trainings, but this is just my view. How about that? Does that make sense? Clear as mud? Yes. So when you are going to use Pirate Ship, you need a device, whether your phone or PC or both. And then you need some form to print it. Okay, so off to the left is your old school printer. I started with that. So you'd print it out like on a piece of paper. I would fold it in half, and then I would use, what is that, clear strapping tape, and I would tape it to the bubble mailers. I did that for years. I did save my money, and I invested in this printer over here on the right-hand side. It costed me $179. Completely worth it. Way worth it. I wish I would have did it sooner, because if you start adding up your ink, your toner, and your tape, and your time, right? It can add up. Or if you just put $5 away a month till you can get it, or whatever works for you, but it was totally worth the investment. So I've had my printer probably 4 years, and the labels that you see coming out of it, that's what they look like. It is, you never have to replace the ink, because it kind of like, it's like a receipt. When you go to the grocery store, it heats up and then it kind of imprints on there. The labels are 500 for $20 on Amazon, which is super cheap. And it is a giant sticker, so it is quick and easy. Down here in the bottom right-hand corner is a scale. I bought this one at Walmart 4 or 5 years ago. It works well, and I think every once in a while I have to change out the battery about every 2 or 3 years, but it was $20. It's a digital scale. I really like that. Super cheap. I mean, and you can start anywhere. You don't have to go out and buy all of these things to get going to mail your packages. You do have to know what the weight is, because if you screw that up, you get charged for it. Been there, done that. You can use boxes, right? You can use any box. Did you guys know that you can mail in basically any box? It's kind of crazy. I do save my small, and I was looking around, I already took them out of here, but my small paparazzi ones, when they come in, I do save those and put them to the side for when I have bigger orders. I can ship them in there. Or if I'm mailing Christmas presents, I use paparazzi boxes. Down in the left-hand corner, it shows, your computer, because when you go to print these, you need some device to get them to print to your however you're going to print, to your printer or your standard printer or your other printer. I'm sorry, I forgot, lost my train of thought. I use Pirate Ship on my phone. I go to pirateship.com. I do all the information on my phone, and I'm going to tell you, Brandy Redden, I'm going to give her kudos because she taught me this a couple of years ago and it saved me tons of time. So I will go, and I'm going to log out of here real quick, guys, but let me show you what I do. Let me go to Pirate Ship. So I just go to the link. Let me stop sharing so y'all can see. So I just go to the, here, let me turn my color down so y'all can see it a little better, right? So so I just go to the website, pirateship.com, right? And you log in, okay? So when it logs you in, hold on, my password's saved, so there we go. It'll automatically log you in. This is what it looks like, and you can do everything from your phone, but hit the print button, right? So I can go in and add all these people and continue adding them. And then when I want to print them, I go to my PC or my laptop and hit the print button, and it prints them all at one time. It's super fast, super easy. It's a heck of a lot quicker than using the laptop for every single one of them. I'm sure there's other options. Those are the ones that I know. Let me see if we can share this back. So that was just something Brandy Redden taught me a couple of years ago. And I'm telling you, I could not believe, I'm like, wait a minute, I was doing it the wrong way the whole time. So it was wonderful that she taught me that. So if you didn't know that, you can definitely do it that way. There we go. All right, so let's see, next slide here. We've got, hold on, there we go, wrong way. There we go, y'all. That's Jen. There we go. Fat fingered the wrong way. All right. Hold on. Slow-mo you. Da-da-da-da. Am I going the wrong way? What is this doing? There we go. Okay, there we go. So this is what it looked like on your PC or whether it's from your phone. And I just kind of showed you that, right? You'll come in here to log in, and we're going to walk you through how simple this is and tips. Okay. So I've learned the hard way. It's usually how I learn is by screwing stuff up. Okay. Notorious for just messing up. Right. And then I'm like, dang it, don't do it that way, Jen. But once you log in and create an account, it will ask for a card on file. And then when I set it up, it let me charge like a certain amount. Say I had a credit inside Pirate Ship of $50. So when the $50 was gone, it would charge my debit card $50 more. But it asks you before it does it. It doesn't just do it. That way my bank was not getting charged $2, $3 every time I mailed a package. When I did that in the beginning and my bank called it fraud, locked up my account, it was a fiasco. So if I was you, I would set up an amount inside Pirate Ship, whether it's $25 or $50, and it's in there. So then they just use that money up, and then when it's gone, it'll say, you are out of money. Can we charge your card again? And then you just hit yes. So that's what I do, okay? But so you're in here, right? This is kind of what it looks like, and you can get on, and we're not going to go through all of these things. You can look through all of these. I've never uploaded a spreadsheet, and I've never imported anything. You can, obviously, if you want to import your clients, but I will tell you a couple tips that when you create a label, and that's what we're going to do, we'll walk through creating a label. It will save the information as kind of like an autofill, but it doesn't save a database for you, okay? So you always want to have your contacts in your own personal database, okay? So step one, we are going to create our label, right? We are going to mail a package to some fabulous person. Once you hit that button, it's going to come here. Now, I love copy and paste. It's my favorite. So up here on the top, you have a paste address. If you click that, it'll open up a box and you can put in all of their information, right? Or you can individually put them in each line, okay? Big tip here, over here where it says apartment 3, if you're copying and pasting, sometimes it will delete the apartments, okay? So make sure, double check, y'all, triple check your butt, right? Always double check. So if your address is 123 Maple Street, apartment 3, make sure you move apartment 3 over where it goes, because every once in a while it deletes it. Just giving you a heads up, okay? Make sure you know everything else is correct, right? As you're going down. You don't need the phone, you don't need the company, it doesn't matter. Down below, it'll say ship from. You can actually create more than one shipping from address. So at Christmas time, when I'm mailing packages to my family, I don't have it say Jen Gear, realtor by day, bling boss at night. I have it say Gear family. Or if I'm mailing something from Troy, my husband, to somebody else, or my mom or a friend, you can go in and change that information. Okay, so you can have more than one return address, and you can have fun with your words and how what your return address is. Like Retta's is Sunshine Bling, right? So like, I always want to say Rocking Retta because I know she started with something like that, but like Rockin' Retta, Sunshine Bling, and then her return address, right? So you can change things on there. You could put your phone number and email. You can do all kinds of things with the return address. It's okay to play with that. So was I right, Retta? It's a pain to do a spreadsheet and picky. No matter what I tried to do, I would not do it. So do you guys think I should do how to do a database on a spreadsheet? Should that be a training? Teach you how to do that? I have two main databases that I use, and I can share those. But all right, so we have put our person in. Now we scroll down. This is the next slide. If you just scroll down on your phone or on your computer, this is what you're going to see. Up in the left-hand corner, you're going to see do not use save packages or box or rigid package, okay? You can, all these down here, okay? So we're going to start at the top. You can save in size of envelopes. So I have all of mine saved, and I apologize that I don't think I pulled mine up, but you can save this. I saved the sizes, and originally when I set it up, I would say like an envelope this size. Hold on, let me grab one. Like this size of envelope was like 3 ounces, but I always check my weights, and you can edit your weights, but you can save. I name these mini, M-I-N-I, mini, and then I have small, medium, large, and they're just sizes. Like this is like a 5 by 9, I think is what these are, or 6 by 10 or something. But I save them in there, so it's easy to just pick them, okay? Or if you are mailing one of Paparazzi's boxes, or whether you are mailing any kind of other package, or if you are mailing something that's over a pound, you might want to use the types of packaging box. If you click on that, it will have all of the USPS different size packages and stuff like that. And down below, if you're mailing a box, it'll say package dimension. Now, if you're going to mail a Paparazzi box, I got the Fashion Fix one right here. On the bottom of the Fashion Fix box, and every box that Paparazzi uses, it has the sizes, right? It has 10 by 10 by 4. Okay, so that's the size of this box for this Fashion Fix box, right? But all of the boxes have that size. Now, when you are mailing your package, you need to weigh it inside that box because you don't want to just weigh the jewelry and then put it in a box and go to the post office. They're going to be like, no, Brenda Blueberry, you're going to get charged. They'll charge your account. It sucks. So, the label printer is a thermal printer. Thank you, Retta. Yep, you don't need to ever replace the ink in it. All right, so down below here, extra services. I don't use these extra services. Hazardous materials, customs, or safe package. I don't use any of those. And it just popped in my head, you guys. Have you ever used those stickers that say fragile? Okay. Fragile, if you put fragile on an envelope and mail it, because you can get free fragile stickers from the post office. If you put a fragile sticker that you get free, if you order off of USPS.com, I'm telling you what happened to me, guys, and it sucks. And I put it on this envelope, you will get charged $9.95 per envelope. Yep. I am so glad that post office lady was nice to me that day, because I mailed out over 50 packages with fragile on them. And she was gonna, she's like, don't do that again. So just note, if you put the fragile sticker from the post office on your package and you don't add it in your extra services, they will charge your account. And it sucks. Ain't gonna lie. Kayla, I am not sure. I'd Google it. All right, next one. Oh, I did do it. Yay. Okay, so my saved sizes, I'm like, did I do that slide? I have large, medium, mini, small, right? And it shows the sizes of the envelopes and the ounces. Okay, now you want the size of the envelope, you really want to be close to that because the USPS, which is the post office, it has changed all of how they ship stuff and how they charge you. So pay attention to your size of your envelopes. But say I send a lot of mini envelopes, which is about this size. I call these my minis. And if it's less than 3 ounces, it doesn't matter. It's the same price, just so you know. But you can edit the size of the package over here on the right-hand side where it says modify package, and we'll get to this step. That's where we can change the weight of the envelope. So that way, you know, it's legit for the post office. And then down below is your type of packaging. Let's see if we did one for that, which we did not, okay? So when you click on the bottom one with the box, it'll have all the USPS size packages, bubble mailers that you can get from the post office, USPS.com. I know I said that a couple times, but you can go on there and maybe we have time tonight and I can show you how you can get free supplies if you all want to see that. But all right, so we have Brenda in here, right? She's all in here. Okay, if your weight is different, you can edit it right there at that modify package, right? So if this weighs more than 3 ounces, I will go in and edit it. Okay, super simple. Once you get in the hang of it, it's quick and easy. So we got Brenda Blueberry here. We click here, let me go back one. We're going to click this button here, get rates. That takes us to the next step. We have not purchased that label yet. Okay, it's just telling us. So now it's going to tell us how much it is to mail Brenda blueberries to wherever she lives, right? Up here in the right-hand corner, it'll give you a price. There is a little arrow there that if you click on that, it will tell you what it costs to mail FedEx, what it costs to mail UPS, and any UPS ground or USPS ground or first class, all the things. Depending on the weight and the size of the boxes is how it's going to affect you, but it will show you the best rate possible up there on top. Okay, and you can click that to see if it's cheaper, but it will show you the cheapest rates first. Okay, but pay attention to what you use, because if you choose a couple packages or UPS, you need to make sure where you're dropping those off at. Okay, down below we'll talk about the ship date, and then it will email your customers from shopping with you. See over here on the right hand or left hand side. So what that does is, say I mail a package to Retta will get an email that says Jen shipped out your package, right? So as soon as I click buy label, it will send the email to Retta, as long as I have Retta's email inside her, you know, her information there. If you need to edit it, if you're like, oh my gosh, my weight is off, or I need to add another piece of jewelry, something like that, you can go back to the previous step and edit it, or add that apartment number. I always double check everything. Even all these years, I double check that I got Brenda's bag and Brenda's label and it's right. You know what I mean? It covers your hiney just a little bit. Okay. So the final step is to buy that label. You're going to click on that link and it will buy that label for you. And then you can go to your computer. You can print it off. And then take it to the post office as soon as you can, you know. Tips here. Let's see. If you have any questions, drop them below. I'm trying to think of a couple that pop in your head, but Pirate Ship is free. The autofill, which we talked about, it does not store your customers. So if you sit and you put in Retta, Brenda Blueberry, Strawberry Shortcake, everybody in there, right? And say Strawberry Shortcake doesn't order from you for 6 months and you go back in there, she might not be in there. You don't want that. So you always want a separate database for your customers, whether it is in I used to have a box with all of my customers, you know, and on index cards, seriously, it was in there. And then I did like an Excel spreadsheet or a doc. And then now I use a different program, but you want to have your customers somewhere. You want to be able to have their name, their mailing address, physical if you need that, where they work, email, stuff like that about them. It's really important, because if for some reason you decide you're not using Pirate Ship anymore and you want to go somewhere else, you can you can do that as well. What is it? Postable.com, I think, is free. And you can put all of your customers in there. There's lots of them. I use a program, Send Out Cards, because I send cards. So mine are basically in there. What else, ladies? If you accidentally don't weigh a package correctly, just a heads up, the UPS will fix it for you and they can charge you a lot more. So make sure, take your time and make sure the weights are correct. If you are unsure if your weights are correct, take your packages up to the counter and she or he will scan them and they'll just double check them for you. You know, I always make sure that my scale is zeroed out, you know, or just so I know. A lot of times when I use my scale, I use a tub and then I zero it out. I tear it out so it's clear to zero because when I go to mail the package, I'm not mailing the tub too, right? So you don't want to pay more than what you have to. So let's see. This is this week's show notes. If you're not on my email list, drop your email below or message me and I will get you added to my email list. If you're already receiving the emails, you'll get this tomorrow morning. Let me show you guys. We're going to stop sharing so I can show you here. Give me 1 second. I'm going to pull up USPS.com and show you where you can get all of the free shipping stuff. And then we'll hold on 1 second here. All right. Let me see if I can come back here, guys. Hold on here. I lost you. Where did you go? There you go. All right. So we are at USPS.com. Not that one. There we are. So this is USPS.com. Okay. Now, if you come in here, go to this. If you do not have an account here yet, create one. Because if you go to shipping supplies. You see where I went to shop, shipping supplies. So if you are mailing a package over a pound, this is where I come in and get the free, did you hear that? Free bubble mailers. And you can come over here on the left-hand side where it says free shipping supplies. Okay, click on that. It'll pull them up for you. These are also what they used to call the if it fits, it ships boxes. You can get them as well. And keep in mind, though, when you go to use those items, that's when they charge you. So you can get them free now, and then you can have them around your house. So if you need a box of flat rates where if it fits, it ships, you know, for certain prices, you can do that. So, and you can check the prices online. I don't know what they are for the boxes anymore because I have not shipped in a box like that for a long time. I use the padded envelopes. So you just click on them, priority mail. And you can buy them in packs of however many, I don't know, they're packs of 10. I don't know what the max is it lets you get. I haven't ordered any in a while, so let's add to cart because I'm out of, no, I think I have some in my garage. But you can view your cart and add them to your cart. They're not going to charge you. Add your address and all of that. They get shipped to your house. These are the ones when you get them in, if it's over a pound, it's worth using these. It saves you like $1 something. So $1 to me adds up. So if it fits, it ships and it can be cheaper. I would definitely recommend that. So have you guys used these, the USPS.com? Somebody let me know. Kayla says it could be dust or hair trapped in it, which my house is a good possibility with a husky. Oh, I bet. These are the shipping tips that I will email out to y'all. We didn't cover everything on the show notes that I printed here. This was some basic shipping tips. If you are mailing anything, up on the top left, I talk about where I get the bags to mail my jewelry. On the top right is the envelopes, where I usually buy those. Amazon or mailerusa.com. Food scales are from Walmart. Tape, PC or your phone, your printer, PayPal, all of those different things. But those are just some show notes that you can print out, add to your binder of all the show notes. You can keep learning. But if you did enjoy the presentation, I do appreciate y'all for tuning in. If you catch the replays on YouTube, or share, like, and subscribe. Anybody can learn from these trainings that we do on Tuesday night. It doesn't matter what business you're in. I'm a real estate agent by day, and I've learned so much that I can incorporate into my jewelry business at night. But I have friends that sell candles. I have friends that sell those cool nail stickers. We all learn so many tips from each other. So anybody can learn in this group. That's what I want to, that's what I see the vision here for. So hey, see, there's Trish, you guys. If you need nails, Trish Nix has nails. She has the cool Color Street nails. Anyway, I'm glad you guys came. Thank you for tuning in. If you have any questions, reach out and I'll do my best. But if you want these show notes emailed to you, drop your email below. We will see you next Tuesday. Bye, everyone.